Welcome back to the kitchen as we continue our journey around the fucking globe, baby. And today we make the journey to Greece, baby. So today we are making moussaka. I think that's how you say it. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Now, one thing we're doing a little bit different is instead of eggplant, we're going to be using zucchini or courgette if you're from New Zealand as our layers. So that's one thing we have to do because I went to the supermarket, no eggplant, buddy. Let's take our journey to Greece and let's make pretty much like a veggie lasagna, I suppose, is what it seems similar to anyway. Right, so for a start, we'll get these courgettes ready. Just in case there's any Greek people watching, they're like, man, this isn't right, you're not using eggplant. Don't come at me, come at ChatGPT, because it was the one who told me that this is a somewhat, like it's not the traditional way, but like it is an alternative way to make the same dish. So apparently we want them like a centimeter thick. I think these are probably thicker than a centimeter, but as long as they're all even, I think that's the main thing. Get some baking paper on there. Spread these out. Try to evenly spread them. Spray them with like a little bit of vegetable oil. I'm doing a canola, and we'll just make sure we try to get the oil all over. We've got that all covered in oil, and then we'll just do the same on the other pan, and we'll slap both these trays in the oven for about 20-ish minutes, and then they should be all good to go. Right, so it's time to make the meat sauce element of the dish. We've got the elements on medium-high, bit of canola oil again, mate. And I saved you having to watch me chop the onion so you didn't have to listen to my normal dribble. Right, so we'll chuck the onion in, baby. A little bit of garlic, and we're pretty much just gonna do these until got them browned up a little bit. Right, so I'm pretty happy with that, and we'll get our beef mince in there. It did say in there that you could use lamb mince, but beef mince is a bit more readily available in New Zealand. We'll be breaking that up. While we've got that meat going, we'll just start flipping over these courgettes, because we wanted to do that about halfway through the roasting period.
10 hours later.
Right, so those are all flipped over. We'll get those back in the oven and, you know, let them go for another 10-15 minutes till they're ready. Right, so this meat is starting to brown up, so that's good. We'll break it up a little bit more, start to flip it over. Right, so this is looking nice and browned up now. So what we'll do is we'll add pretty much all our other bits. So we want to add a crushed tomatoes. We've got some Italian ones, which are probably not the right ones, but we're not worried about that. Chuck the whole fucking can in there, baby. We want to do 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. There's 2. And then we want a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of oregano, but I'm not too worried about that, so I'll just whack that in, and we'll give that a mix up. Then what we're going to want to do is let that simmer for 20 minutes. And get started on the bechamel. So for the bechamel, we're gonna put the saucepan on and put the right front on a medium heat. And we'll chuck 3 cups of milk into this bowl and give it a wee heat in the microwave before we start making it. So we'll put that in the microwave for 30 seconds and see what happens. Would that be warm enough, you reckon? Because it's like lukewarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or give it another 30.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt it. It's just going to mean you less time on the...
On that.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get the bechamel started, we'll just grab above 50 grams of butter. And we'll cut that into some smaller chunks just so it melts a wee bit quicker. Alright, so I'll put the butter in there. And then 4 tablespoons of flour. And we'll give that a whisk. Does that look right? Quite foamy, but...
It's foamy.
I can't see any flour in there.
You can't see anything.
Why did I put it in this bowl? It's gonna be the hardest bowl to fucking tip it out of. And just a little bit at a time, eh? I've just dumped the whole lot, I know.
Yeah, just...
So in goes the 3 cups of warm milk. So we just want to keep stirring this until it starts getting thick. Does it take a while usually?
You've been impatient.
Yeah. Well, this is a bit of a mission really, just for a sauce, isn't it? Because how thick does it need to get? Quite thick. Sort of like a tomato sauce kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whisker's good, but that will let the liquid have better contact with the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And you can feel how thick or not that is too.
True.
With your spoon.
Yeah. That's a lot of work for a sauce.
It is.
It's not something I would probably do. Unless it was part of another national dish, which it probably is. And like you wouldn't do it on a higher heat?
No, you turn it.
Right. I think it might be there, to be fair. Right, so we're going to temper in these eggs, which I think that worked out good, didn't it?
That went out alright.
Fucking oath. So it was, I want to put in a pinch of nutmeg. I can't remember how much cheese it said to put in, but you know, 125 grams should be perfect. Right, and as you can see, we've pulled out our wee coins of courgettes, so we'll be able to start building this bad boy up. Right, so the first step is to put in our layer of courgettes, roasted courgettes, and some of our meat mixture on top. So I'm going to put some courgette on top of that again. I don't think it's meant to be so many layers, but it's going to be so many layers today. And then we will add our bechamel on top. And then we'll put this in the oven for 45 minutes. Whoop, whoop. So I just spent the last 15 minutes telling you how to make this salad, but you don't know how to make it. So all you're going to know is a drizzle of olive oil, a drizzle of red wine vinegar, and then it's all just fucking raw vegetables and feta, so it's pretty simple anyway. Give it a mix up, and then we have Greek salad, baby. Woo! Here we have it, folks. We've got the moussaka with the Greek salad that I showed you how to do the last two steps of. Oh, and then I'm joined by my mother who made the bechamel sauce possible. Otherwise, I would have been ramping up the heat and probably fucking it up. Because I think it tastes good. There's a lot of steps to fucking make it. And a lot of dishes to make to get something that's like...
Ends up in one dish.
Yeah. Because that bechamel's real tasty.
Anyway, salad's real tasty.
Yeah, I was going to say that's actually the best bit of it. It's the salad.
It's salad.
So would I make it again? No. No, I wouldn't make it again. There's far too many steps for something that's just alright and something that you could probably actually do a lot quicker than this. For taste, I'd probably give it like a 7, but because it took so long to fucking make, I'd probably give it a 5. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.